Very good evening and welcome along to live cricket action. This is Darwin Cricket's premier T20 coming to you live from the DXC Arena in Marara as Pine Cricket Club take on Tracy Village as both sides looking for their first victories of the premier T20 here. 6th versus 7th as Tracy Village have the 2 points on the board courtesy of two games not being played and they lost to Palmerston by 21 runs. And as for Pine Cricket Club, two losses and one bye means that they're rock bottom of the Darwin Cricket Premier T20. It's going to be very, very interesting to see. It's a first ball gone. How about that? It's the perfect start for Tracy Village. Immediately celebrations on the road. They have gotten the perfect start here. First ball. And Pine Cricket Club are on the back foot immediately here. Celebrations ensure as the first wicket on the board. And a nightmare start for Pine Cricket Club, losing their very first wicket in the very first ball. Tishwaran has to go, the skipper. It's a nightmare start. Todd picks up the very first wicket for a dot ball to begin with. Immediately comes up firing and dismisses the skipper. Now it's up to Turner and Hogan now to build up a partnership here. Both teams looking for their first victories. It's been difficult throughout the Darwin Cricket Premier T20 for both these sides. But a win here will really maximize some of that confidence that's worked away on the onside. Just be a single. Pine Cricket Club, having lost their skipper, are off the mark. The Pine Cricket Club, after winning the toss, electing to bat first, got off to the worst possible start, really. Left-hand combination here, spin by Atad. Very much has been deliberate here to start off in the power play. Good shot through the offside this time, and just punched that mid-wicket cover, mid-off region rather, is going to be a very interesting spot here. The gap has opened up. Left-hander again goes through the offside. He's got that into the gap. That should be the first boundary. It ends up safely into the hands of deep cover there. And good shot there. Fuller delivery on that occasion. Taking full advantage of the power play is what Pine Cricket Club need to do here. Round one, scoring 135 against Darwin was near enough as they lost that game by 4 runs. Qatar has bowled a brilliant first over this. Bit of hesitation, sent back. It's a magnificent first over from Tracy Village's point of view. An over gone, 2 for 1. This live stream coming to you live from the DXC Arena in Marara. Pine Cricket Club having seen their skipper being dismissed the very first over and the second ball. Ishwaran getting out. Worst possible start. You could see the reaction there from Tracy Village. They knew that it was a big, big wicket. Win here will take them 4 points. Let's Sidhu into the attack. Neat Singh Sidhu for a very good first over by Zain Attard. Now looking to keep the pressure on from the other end here. Charging in here to the left-hander. Oh, beautiful delivery that. Again, hits the deck, gets the ball to just shape away from the batsman on that occasion. Getting some sort of bat on it. Start this from Puneet Sidhu. Dot balls are racking up here early on. Critical from Pine Cricket Club's point of view that they get some runs on the board here. It's been hard work for the batsmen so far in the power play. Just the two fielders outside the circle. Clears that front leg, tries to go towards mid-off region, but straight to the fielder. This is where the pressure will be building now. Back-to-back dot balls, just feels like either Turner or Hogan will have to go for it. Try to work that through the offside. Another dot ball. Things are getting really stressful from Pine Cricket Club's point of view. Alex Turner and Thomas Hogan need to get those runs on the board here. This is a brilliant over so far from Puneet Sidhu. Just the kind of over you want as skipper. Both your opening bowlers getting the job done here. Here's that front leg again. He's nestled that beautifully through the offside. It has the legs and it will reach the boundary. The first boundary on the board for Pine Cricket Club. A lovely shot there from Alex Turner into the boundary. A much needed boundary. 4 on the board for Pine. That's the area straight down the ground where he will get a lot of success. This time he tries to work that down the leg side. Wide signal by the umpire today. Said this over started very well. Final delivery of the second. Sidhu was charging in here. He's picked that off nicely. It's a good shot. That is straight to the fielder, and it's another dot ball. With just the one real moment of high quality batsman so far from Alex Turner. Good batsman. We've seen almost 2 overs just disappear just like that. Only 7 on the board. The pressure will be on to attack the rest of the power play. Looks to flick that over. Doesn't get any sort of distance on it. It's a dot ball to end the over. 2 overs gone. 7 for 1. With just the one boundary so far in the power play, 2 overs very much belong to Tracy Village so far. Start back into the attack after his brilliant first over. Just the 2 runs conceded and dismissing the skipper. And he continues his wonderful work here. The decision to go with spin has worked phenomenally well. Skipper John Varadarajan trusting his spinner first up. That's worked out to the onside for a single. What Pine Cricket Club have to make sure that is that scoreboard keeps on moving. Even if the boundaries are drying up, make sure they keep rotating the strike. Ratard continues to be very accurate. He continues that strong. Brilliant. Right into the block hole. Turner having to dig that out. Look at that for stats. 1.3 overs, just the 3 runs. And of course, the all important wicket of the skipper. He goes big this time. Alex Turner has been waiting on that. It was in the slot. And he pumps that over deep mid wicket. Doesn't get the response that he wanted. It's just a single. Hit that well. The third over continues to be very tight from one end. Alex Turner did get a good hold of that shot, but couldn't beat the fielder on that occasion. And having won the toss and electing to bat first, start has not gone according to plan here. It's a shorter delivery there. Stuck that in nicely. Again, the strike does not rotate. It was fantastic over this from Zatab. Thomas Hogan just faced the 4 deliveries so far. The right-hander, he's worked that straight to the fielder. Pine Cricket Club getting absolutely no joy in the power play so far. It is just brilliant from Tracy Village. They've put the clamps on. They're not allowing Pine Cricket Club any sort of room. 3 overs gone, 9 for 1. The 2 Zakatad overs, absolutely brilliant. 4 runs conceded. And of course, the all important wicket of the skipper. At the other end, they've kept things tight as well. 3 overs, striking at 3 and over. Nowhere near enough for Pine Cricket Club to really get going in the power play. They are struggling to find their rhythm, and it almost feels like something's got to give. They'll have to try and take the initiative on. Amish Reynolds into the attack, and he continues his good work. Sidhu getting an over in the power play so far. Might look to wrap it up in the final over as well. Rajan rotating his bowlers nicely. He's getting the rewards, and bowlers have been very much on the mark here. Absolutely nothing for Pine Cricket Club to cheer about so far. It's been hard work for the batsman. Runners face 11 deliveries. Just the 1 boundary so far for him. That was called a no ball, so a free hit here. This might be the shot that just alleviates some of the pressure. Tries to go for the big shot there, but it's a good bumper. Wide has been signaled though. Pace there from Reynolds. That was a good ball there. Free hit was there for Turner, but he can't get that away. Reynolds with a couple of extras, but not giving anything so far. Reynolds has really ducked the ball in with a lot of intent. Turner and Hogan still waiting to get their partnership going. Found a lot of adversity so far, but they have to power through. Just under halfway point of the power play. It's been all about the Tracy Village team so far. Lost the toss, they've put the pressure on. Reynolds now, halfway point of his over. That's in the air. It might land safely. Well, it went through the offside. It just felt like something's got to give, and the boundary has been given. Brilliant there from Turner on that occasion. Well, he had to go for it, and he does. Alex Turner, the bit of width on offer, powers that through the point region. They'll be feeling a whole lot better now. Alex Turner looking to keep that pressure going. Both Alex Turner and Thomas Hogan, both batsmen who represent Australia's under-19s. What an opportunity it is for them. They've been at the big stage. They've played some big games. The Darwin Cricket Premier T20 levels will be raised, that's for sure. Men's cricket. This is where the boys turn into men, isn't it? The DDCC Arena in Marara. Fantastic conditions here as the floodlights are on as well. Got to make it tricky for the batsmen in the stages, and you can see that difficulty very much unfold here. Final delivery of the fourth. He looks to flick that away. The pace on it is brilliant. It's a dot ball to end the Reynolds over. 4 overs gone. It's 17 for 1. Sponsored by Whittles, Beryl Communities, the Whittles Way, professional body corporate, as Turner and Hogan, the both under 19 Australia batsmen, to try and dig their team out of the hole that they find themselves in here. Gagandeep into the attack. Skipper Vathrajan continues to rotate his pack nicely. Back to spin here. Here's Gagandeep. Thomas Hogan likes to cut that through the point region. It should just be a single. Good running between the wickets. That's something that both openers will have to do here. Make sure that they keep that strike rotating, keep that scoreboard moving. Last thing you want is the pressure continuing to build for your number 4, number 5, number 6 batsmen, where they have to pretty much hit on command. Hit from very ball number 1. Gagandeep started well, but a bit of width on offer. Might be the same with Alex Turner now on strike. Tossed up, good delivery that. Almost like Turner just wanted to open up and go through the deep mid-wicket region, but had to adjust because the ball was much fuller than he anticipated it to be. fires that one into the deck. Good change there. Just keeping the batsman guessing. Alex Turner just rushed on that occasion again. Gagandeep's speed variations very difficult for the batsman to pick here. Almost needs to be premeditated, but that comes with its own risk. It's in the air, should be taken. It's dropped. It was a sitter at point region. It has to be taken. Huge let off there. Alex Turner would have had his heart in his mouth. That one should have stuck. Second life for Alex Turner though, but this Gagandeep over, just magnificent. The dot balls keep piling up. This one's in the air. Landing safely for another single. Again, singles will not hurt Tracy Village whatsoever. Still one more delivery left of the fifth over. Power play very much belonging to Tracy Village here. Final delivery of the Gagandeep over. Just 2 runs conceded. Thomas Hogan on strike. He's faced 7 deliveries for 3. He hasn't gotten going whatsoever. It's a dot ball to end a magnificent Gagandeep over. 5 overs gone. It's 19 for 1 as we approach the final over of the power play. And final over of the power play. Just a single there. Sidhu to wrap up the power play. Starts off with a single there. Looks to open up again. So quick there. Thomas Hogan on that occasion. Just trying to get something on it. It's the pace that is unsettling the 2 openers. Well, the dot balls, that has been the real killer for PINT Cricket Club. He looks to work that on the onside. It'll just be a single. And the singles will not bother Tracy Village whatsoever. They put the clamps on. And PINT Cricket Club trying to wrestle their way out of it. 2 under 19 Australian batsmen here, Alex Turner and Thomas Hogan. Not striking at ideal strike rates, but still having to battle it out of this tough situation. Side at the bottom of the Darwin Cricket Premier T20 find themselves in. Low deliveries down the leg side. He's gotten nothing really on it. Should be a wide. Two deliveries left to the power play. Sidhu goes steaming in here. It's in the air. This should be taken, and it is. Alex Turner's tumultuous time at the crease comes to an end as Tracy Village hit right at the end of the power play. Both openers have to depart. Turner's tough time comes to an end at 14. 5.5 overs gone. It's 22 for 2. As PINT Cricket Club have just the 1 over remaining now. 1 delivery remaining off the power play. Slightly fuller on this occasion. We just knew that the pressure was starting to build and something's got to give. It's on the up. straight into the hands of mid-off. Cannot miss. As Tracy Village into their group huddle, they know that they have dominated the power play, having lost the toss. No problems whatsoever. 22 for 1, 22 for 2 rather, with one delivery still to go. Well, after the skipper was dismissed, the second delivery, from there it's been hard work for Pine Cricket Club to get any sort of rhythm, any sort of consistency going. Well, Turner having to depart. We have one more delivery of the power play still to go. Change in field will be necessary here. New batsman coming in. Have to be careful though here, Pine Cricket Club. Cannot afford to lose any more swift wickets. Otherwise, they'll certainly lose their way. Sidhu's had a brilliant time in the power play so far. Digs that slightly back of the length on that occasion. Well fielded, and that will. Yeah, just one more delivery remaining. Now Thomas Hogan will have to take the lead role. Cooper Rochko, the new batsman, the crease, facing his couple of deliveries. He's punched that straight down the ground. Nice looking shot, good contact, but it's a dot ball to end the over, and the power play comes to an end. Having won the toss and elected to bat first, Pine Cricket Club's power play has gone on very, very sour here. It's 22 for 2 after the 6. Tracy Village completely dominating the power play with the ball in hand. Skipper Janu Varatharajan has shuffled his pack brilliantly. They've delivered the goods. And now, after the power play with the field restrictions relaxed, it's up to Pine Cricket Club to now build their innings. Floodlights on. Conditions will be slightly more trickier. Thomas Hogan, the under 19 Australian batsman, still out there in the middle, 4 of 11 deliveries. Cooper Rochko to just settle in here. Gagandeep's first over was absolutely outstanding, just conceding 2 runs as a cut towards point straight to the fielder. The dot balls keep on building, and with every dot ball, the pressure amplifies. Oh, it's in the air, lands safely. Bit of a risky approach there from Cooper Rochko, but he'll get the single and he's off the mark. And having seen the struggles of his other batsmen, Cooper Rochko will know that he's got a task on his hands. Thomas Hogan faced 11 deliveries, yet to get going, as that one pitched nicely again. It's just a single. The boundaries, few and far between, nowhere near enough to really put Tracy Village under pressure. good delivery that fires that towards the pads. Gagandeep has been ridiculously accurate here. His first over went for just the 2 runs. This one, he's tightened things up after the power play. Final delivery of the Gagandeep over. And it's worked that on the onside. The single denied. It's a dot ball to end that Gagandeep over. 3 from it. 7 gone. 25 for 2. National Security and Facilities Management, thank you all for your continued support of the Darwin Cricket Premier T20. Aditya Takare into the attack. Again, skipper rotating his bowlers brilliantly. He's gotten the rewards from it. It's now down to further put the clamps on here. Thomas Hogan on strike. Delivery slightly fuller, opens the face of the blade. He wants a single. It's a huge mess up here. Can he reach safely? He can. Miscommunication there. Ochko quickly took off. Any sort of hesitation, especially with the ball straight to the fielder, would have resulted in some sort of a catastrophe, but they do manage to survive. Sidhu bowling his third over. Good shot through the offside, straight to the fielder. Fuller delivery on that occasion as Cooper Rajko facing the same issues the previous batsman did. He's bowling with some speed here. Batsmen are finding it very difficult. Hogan and Rajko with a quick conference here, trying to somehow pull their team out of this hole they find themselves in. 26 for 2 after 7.3 overs. Not the kind of start that you're looking for, having won the toss and elected to bat first. On the sun, very much set. Straight down the ground on the occasion. Good shot there from Cooper Rajko. Should get a couple here. Has to hurry. Good running between the pair on that occasion. I think they might have just steadied for a single on that occasion because straight to the field and the throw was good. Yep, just a single. Well, 2 deliveries of the Sidhu over remaining. He has kept things brilliantly tight here, bowling in the difficult stage of the match in the power play. Now, after the power play, continuing his good work. It's another brilliant delivery. Just shapes that away from the right hander. The length on it is perfect. Ochko really struggling to get to the pitch of the ball. 8 overs gone. It's 28 for 2. Another single on that occasion. Hogan and Rochko need to play some selfless cricket here. They'll have to go after the bowlers now. Just feels like they waited far too long. Oh, it's in the air. Thought the patience was running thin. It might just land safely, and it does. One bounce to the fielder. Should get a couple. Running towards the danger end quite comfortably in the end. Nice change of the length there from Gagandeep on that occasion. Knows that the batsman's going to chase after him. So it's critical that he varies his length. That time he just pushes it a touch fuller on that occasion. Let's go 4 of 12 deliveries. He's not had an easy time as well. A cut towards the point. Slight misfield, but just a single. Thomas Hogan and Cooper Rochko. 27 deliveries faced between the pair. Only 12 runs from the two. Gagandeep's left-arm spin has been keeping the batsman guessing. That's much better there from Thomas Hogan. He works that nicely between fine leg and deep square leg, and that should find its way to the boundary. A shot that will relieve some of the pressure. Thomas Hogan has been patient. He's been very, very patient, and he finally gets his reward. Good-looking shot. Gets down on one knee, and then lifts that over the fine leg and deep square leg region for the boundary. 8 runs from this Gagandeep over. We have not seen that so far from Tracy Village's bowlers. They've kept it very, very tight. Oh, he goes for the reverse. He catches hold of that. That is a smashing shot from Thomas Hogan. A 6 to end the over. That is brilliant. You're just waiting for the handbrake to be released, and it gets released in sensational fashion. 14 runs from that Gagandeep over. This one, the shot of the night so far. Touch fuller. He anticipates the line on that, and he does the rest. Rhino is gone. It's 42 for 2, and that over finally gives Pine Cricket Club something to cheer about. And the final over, the halfway stage, and after that, good cameo from Thomas Hogan in the previous over. So that's the turning point really for Pine Cricket Club. Found it difficult to get the boundaries, and then suddenly it arrives in back-to-back deliveries. And that 6 of the reverse really was a special shot from Thomas Hogan. He's taking the lead role now, having struggled throughout the innings. He's now striking at over 100. It's been a good over this from Reynolds. Going for 8 in his first. Oh, he goes for the ramp. It's a good looking shot. Don't think how much contact he's made on it though. Should have been 2. It still has to be 2. He has to hurry, and direct hit could have made things very, very interesting there. Again, so much miscommunication They're running between the wickets. He had to take off for the two immediately. It's not a yes, no, maybe so, but somehow they manage. This partnership is very important from the Pine Cricket Club point of view. Thomas Hogan taking the lead role here, the under 19 batsman for Australia. The responsibility is on his young shoulders. There's no ball, call it, it's a free hit, it's in the air. Will should land safely, even if it's taken. And the catch has been taken, and just a single with the free hit. Cooper Rojko have to contend with that single, really. As we approach the halfway stage of the first innings, Pine Cricket Club still needing mammoth score, really. Another quick delivery there from Reynolds. Speed on it is what is catching the batsman out. Wonderful settings here, the DXC Arena in Marara. Absolutely picturesque, isn't it? Floodlights beaming down at the DXC Arena while it's almost pitch darkness outside it. Delivery just opens the face of the blade to get a single. Should hurry for two. That is much better running between the wickets. Good communication. And they get the reward. Well, Reynolds to wrap up the halfway stage of the first innings. They go steaming in. It's a good delivery. He's worked that with soft hands to get a single, and he'll keep strike to end the over. And at the halfway stage, the 50 comes up for Pine Cricket Club in the loss of two wickets. It's 10 overs gone. It's 50 for two. Well, having won the toss and elected to bat first, Pine Cricket Club saw their skipper dismissed in the very second delivery of the very first over. From there, it's been hard work for them to really get going. Thomas Hogan, 22 of 21 deliveries, remains the key man out there for Pine Cricket Club. Bottom of the table, searching for their first victory, both these sides. And 51 for 2 after 10 is not the ideal scoreline for a team looking to score in excess of 140 to have a competitive score, really. Have to go big guns in the final 10. As Bandari now into the attack for the first time. Hogan remains on strike. Cooper Rojko trying to just hang in there, give him the support needed. Dari with his first delivery goes to Hogan as he looks to just climb onto that front foot. Okay, this is where Thomas Hogan needs to just unsettle the new bowler here. Dari has seen his teammates keep things very, very tight. Point going at 5 and over. That's worked away on the onside for a quick single. As I mentioned before, if the boundaries do dry up, two batsmen have to make sure That scoreline keeps on ticking. Quicker delivery. The reverse works again from Thomas Hogan. Well, it's a sensational shot. He's got two sixes off the reverse. It's turning into his trusted shot. And now that the rhythm has settled in, the under 19 Aussie international now exercising his class. Again, he picks the length early, premeditation, and then the perfect shot, really. Enough distance for the maximum. And Bandari under a bit of pressure now. Nice sweep there as he picks the length. He's got that into the gap. Does he pierce the field? As he doesn't? But he'll take two and keep strike. Now the productive over this just feels like the turning point, really. It's Thomas Hogan taking the lead role at his tender age. Fantastic to see him. So having his struggles. Now exercise looking as he'll just showcase his class here. Another cut through point for a single. Be interesting to see how Cooper Rojko now, whether or not he follows suit or just drops anchor at the other end. You know, in this format, you cannot have one batsman just clogging up the other end. He has to make an impact, either quickly rotate or go for the big shots. And he does exactly that. He knows that Thomas Hogan has the hot hand. Give him as much strike as possible. That Bandari over was trying to be a bit more expensive on that occasion. It's a good over there for Pine Cricket Club. 11 gone. It's 58 for 2. It's 62 for 2 after 11. Hogan now striking at 100. Rojko's kept things simple, steady. He's going at 100 a run a ball. How does the skipper Janavarth Rajan attack this final 9 overs here? He needs to be aggressive. He needs to make sure that Pine Cricket Club. Oh, he has been sent back. This could be a run out, and it is. Miscommunication. We have seen that on a couple of occasions already. And I think the danger man has to depart. It's a real shame for Pine Cricket Club where this partnership was just starting to build, but it falls at the most inopportune moment. It's a run out. It's a stuff of nightmares for Pine Cricket Club. It's 62 for 3. Well, we saw these hesitations on shore. It wasn't the first time. And when the wicket does go, it's the key man who has to depart as well. Tracy Village have got 3 wickets now in their hands, and now look to try and put the pressure with this partnership finally being broken. Well, 62 for 3 as the new batsman approaches the crease. Pine Cricket Club will have to rebuild their innings again now. The first objective will be to reach that triple digit score as quickly as possible. The power play going at just about 5 and over, which is nowhere near the levels. From there, it's just about settled in. Who will start to play some good shots, the reverse especially coming to his aid with a couple of big sixes. Tosses that up. First ball, dot ball. Brilliant. That's how the pressure builds. Off tracker on that occasion, having to rock back onto the back foot and cut that for a single. After Thomas Hogan dismissed an unfortunate run out. The batsman at the crease. Daniel Gray. Good delivery, just climbs on him. It's so difficult, really, to either open the arms or go down the track. Length being very well varied on this occasion. Daniel Gray. What kind of approach does he take here? He's seen his fellow batsmen really struggled from the off, but there is a bit of joy from the batsman if just another comfortable single. Daniel Gray gets off the mark. Cooper Rochko at the other end has just kept things rotating. Nothing too flashy. He's tried to be as effective as possible as yet another successful over for Tracy Village comes to an end. Alpine Cricket Club suffered two losses, one to Darwin and one to the Warata Warriors. The one to Warata Warriors was pretty comprehensive as they lost that by 7 wickets. In round two, they did get a bye. Round four is where both teams searching for their first victories here. Tracy Village, on the other hand, first game saw it abandoned due to rain, then lost to Palmerston by 21 runs. Then got a bye in the third round. Kari's over has been just looking to keep the clamps. A good cut shot through the point region for a single. Good delivery into the block hole. It was very difficult, really, to hit those ones unless you're going down the track and convert that Yorker into a full toss. Batsman very much pinned into his own crease. Pinter striking at just over 5 and over. As it stands, they might just end up with a score of 100, but things can change, especially at the back end. The batsmen might just take a bit more risk onto themselves. Need to clear the infield as much as possible. Cooper Rochko, 19 of 21 deliveries. Spent a lot of time out there in the middle, alongside Hogan were building a good partnership. Unfortunate run out meant that they'll have to restart again. Another very good over. I think the catch was taken on that occasion and he has to go. It's the nightmare, really. Cooper Rochko has to depart. And the two set batsmen who were looking to build the partnership, both having to go in back to back overs. Nightmare continues for Pine Cricket Club with 4 down, 66 on the board. It was a good delivery there. Ken went for the big shot. Deep mid wicket, perfectly placed, straight down the barrel. Very good catch under the floodlights. As the fourth wicket for Pine goes. But a win for Tracy Village, and a commanding win will try and propel them up the table. Nightcliff, of course, having played 3 games, have 2 points, so Tracy Village can leapfrog them and head into fourth temporarily. Shows you why they have been up for this game, and it has very much reflected at the DXC Arena in Marara. They have put the clamps, they have not allowed Pine any sort of joy. Wickets at regular interval meant that Pine could not settle, having lost their skipper in the very first over. Tar taking that wicket, and from there, it's been all about Tracy Village and how they've managed to put the clamps. Oh, good delivery. He's asked the question. The batsman holds his ground. It was a great take there from the keeper, and a slightly full delivery on that occasion, inviting the batsman forward. To hammer that down the ground. I just end up with a single. $69 for 4 here. Two new batsmen out there in the middle. Daniel Gray now has the support of Donald at the other end. Goes down the track. Just caress that. Noah McDonald, 2 of 2 deliveries alongside Daniel Gray. Now looking to try and give the team a bit of a platform heading into the final 5 overs. And another very good over this for Tracy Village. And what they've done so impressively is kept on picking wickets. Nice sweep there into the fine leg region. Have to settle for just a single. This was the highlight. Final delivery of the 14th. Dari fires that right towards the center as we're approaching 6 overs remaining now at the DXC Arena in Marara. Pine Cricket Club again, still looking for that way past the 100 mark. Found it really hard out there in the middle. My club tap. Full delivery on that occasion. Good shot on that occasion. She can't get that into the gap, unfortunately. The single signals will not bother Tracy Village like it hasn't bothered them throughout the innings. Quicker delivery on that occasion. Once again finds the gap. Should be two here. That's good running between the wickets. Much, much better. Heading into the final 5 overs. Have to go for it. Really have to start swinging for the fences. Final two deliveries left of this over. 81 for 4 here. Full toss on that occasion. Can't punish the bowler. That was a gimme, really. Needs to try and put those away, especially those full tosses. End of the over. 15 gone. It's 82 for 4. And as we approach the final 5, Iron Cricket Club still looking to get past the 100 mark. They found it very difficult to do as the reverse on that occasion. Straight to the fielder. Clever looking shot. McDonald, 4 of 9 deliveries. He's looking to just settle in here. Again, good variation of the length on that occasion. See McDonald wanting to free up those arms and go big on the onside. This over really has been top notch, stopping the flow of runs, adding on to the pressure. Goes for the reverse. No joy whatsoever again. Dot balls keep piling up in this over. Final delivery to wrap up Dari's quota of 4 overs. He's been absolutely brilliant with the ball. It's another quicker delivery, fired right towards the stumps, and it is a dot ball to end the 16th. 16 overs gone, it's 83 for 4. Fired that right towards the stumps, straight to the fielder. Well, Daniel Gray and Noah McDonald, simply put, have to go here. They've got 24 deliveries. Try and give their side, or their bowlers rather, something to defend against. Score of under 100 is simply not acceptable. They'll have to go for it. And worked off the pads. And another single on this occasion. Again goes for the reverse on that occasion. Right onto the stumps. Fired right there. It's another single there. Tadu started off brilliantly to dismiss the skipper. Comes in and bowls yet another economical over. They approach the final three. Tad bowls a brilliant over as Daniel Gray and Noah McDonald still looking for any sort of breathing room here. They'll have to go. They'll have to go in the final three, that's for sure. It's 89 for 4. Crunching shot through the offside. And the last 2 overs, they will have to go for it. They'll have to go full clip. 100 run mark still not reached. From Pine Cricket Club's point of view, having won the toss and elected to bat first, they found it hard work indeed. Final delivery of the 18th. Get another tight over here at 97 for 4. Gives him the charge. It's in the air. It lands safely. Should get 2 here if they hurry. Running into the danger end, they manage to just stick to the 1. 18 overs gone. It's 98 for 4. As we approach the final 2 overs, he's gone big on that occasion. He's caught a hold of that. And Noah McDonald deposits that for the boundary. The 100 comes up for Pine Cricket Club. They've had to wait a long time for it. Uses the pace of the ball. It was right in the slot. Gives it the full Monty with the follow through. Boundary to end the over. Oh, he goes for the scoop. It's clever from McDonald. They're looking to throw everything that they have as the 100 mark. Hundred and one for 4. They've had to wait a long time. Pulls well straight to the fielder. Should be taken, and it is. Straight into the hands of deep mid wicket as the 5th wicket for Pine Cricket Club has to depart. Short delivery pulled straight to the fielder. Half the side departs here as Pine Cricket Club flailing right towards the end. Still looking to post up a competitive total on the board. Have a look at the scoreboard there. It is not pretty viewing for Pine Cricket Club. 106 for 5 here. So you've got 8 deliveries remaining. Whittles picks up his wicket, having seen 7 runs before that. Now looking to finish off on a positive note. Here's Handa now out there in the middle. He has to swing from the get-go here. Oh, he's a brilliant delivery. He's cleaned him up. First ball, and he has to walk. Reynolds on a hat trick. Six gone here for Pint. It's 106 for six. As we approach the final over, 108 for 6 for Pine Cricket Club. Having won the toss and electing to bat first, they might just about reach that 120 mark, but they'll have to go guns blazing in the final over. Well, final over is they'll have to go guns blazing as spin attached, and the first ball he goes after it. So fuller delivery on that occasion will have to settle for just a single. Daniel Gray, he's on strike and should be taking the strike for the rest of the innings. Instead, they just managed to take the single. Tad, who started off brilliantly with the first wicket, the second delivery set the tone perfectly for Tracy Village. Quicker delivery swept that fine. Oh, the opportunity was there, but it ends up into a maximum. Good sweep there from Tucker. He had to go after it. There's no time really to sit here, and he does exactly that. Good looking shot and getting the maximum response. Off tracker, pumped. The fielder was interested, putting a heroic dive right at the boundary line. This time works that away for a single. Might have to hurry for two here. Besides, a single is good enough. 8 of the first 3 takes them to 116. And now Daniel Gray on strike. 21 of 18 deliveries. Needs to go big here. Needs to chase after every single delivery. Todd will know exactly what's at stake at this moment in the match. Gives him the charge. It's a good looking shot through the offside. Has he got that into the gap? Might end up as just a single. He has managed to pierce the gap. Boundary for Daniel Gray. Perfectly into the gap, splitting the fielders. And Atad's over. A touch expensive already. 12 with 2 deliveries still to bowl. 120 mark has been reached by Pine Cricket Club. They've had to fight, they've had to claw, they've had to battle their way. They somehow managed to reach there. He goes big again, but not catching hold of it. Just be a single. Final delivery of the first innings. He looks for the helicopter. It's all bottom hand. Has it reached the boundary? Good bit of fielding. Might they look to run two to end the over? And they'll settle for one, having won the toss and elected to bat first. Pine Cricket Club end with 122 for 6 after the allocated 20 overs. Daniel Gray staying right towards the end with 26 of 20 deliveries. Tucker with a useful cameo of 9 of 3. And Tracy Village will feel that they've done very well with the ball in hand and now need 123 from the allocated 20 overs. Well, we'll be back for the second innings as Tracy Village will feel that it's job done in terms of the first innings, as Pine Cricket Club will have to come on all guns blazing with the ball in hand if they are to restrict Tracy Village to 123. We'll be back for the second innings. Do stay tuned for more live action. We'll be back. Well, we're back underway for the chase. Tracy Village, having lost the toss, have restricted Pine Cricket Club to 123 from their 20 overs. As Tracy Village will have to chase down 124 from their allocated 20 over span here. Having to go at just over 6 and over should be, on paper, a comfortable chase for Tracy Village, but they're still searching for their first victory here. Two games that could not participate in, one being abandoned and one getting a bye from it. 2 points on the board for Tracy Village. A win will propel them further up the table here in the Darwin Cricket Premier T20. As the DXC Arena in Marara, the floodlights beaming down as we're starting for the first ball here. Out of the pads, starts off with the dot ball. We saw Pine Cricket Club really struggling in the power play. Two openers could not build that partnership after the skipper, Kiteshwaran, getting dismissed in the second delivery. He plays a late cut there. He's worked that fine. Should just be a single as Tracy Village are off and running. It'll be interesting to see how they do approach this power play with that required run rate being just at 6 and over. Tracy Village don't have to really go gung ho here. Make sure that their wickets remain intact and then look to attack towards the end. Get a good start here. Pine Cricket Club might be powerless to stop them. Pulls well, pulls that into the gap. He's got that fine. That might race away to the boundary, and it does. Well, the first boundary of the innings happens as swiftly as it comes. Nice looking shot, a half tracker by the all accounts, and he just pulls that comfortably into the gap. Fuller delivery on that occasion, just leans forward. Two dot balls here. Sanakiteshwaran, skipper, could make the impact with the bat, having been dismissed in the second delivery. Now with the ball in hand, trying to make the impact. It's a very good over this. 5 runs already. Just feels that Karan's on that occasion. Done very, very well. Sweeps. Doesn't get that fine enough into the gap. Straight to the fielder. Square leg well positioned at the end of the first over. Tracy Village are 5 for no loss. Well, the National Security and Facilities Management extending their support to Darwin Cricket Premier T20. Mr. Kare and Gerrans look to just steady this opening partnership here. 5 runs of the Kiteshwaran over, which means that Abbas now has the ball in hand. Tyre Abbas expected to really unsettle the apple cart here. 119 now required from the 19 overs. Tracy Village very much on course for getting their first victory of the Darwin Cricket Premier T20. Round 4 here as another shot, very good looking shot that just opens the face of the blade, runs that down the third man for a single. And what this opening pair has done is make sure that the number of dot balls are restricted, keep that scoreboard moving, something that Pine Cricket Club really did struggle in the power play. Good shot again through the offside with the full follow through. He's got that into the gap. a couple comfortable. Good running between the wickets. Jack Gerrans just looking to eliminate any sort of risk really in his shot selection. Tahir Abbas is bowled with a lot of intensity here. What Pine Cricket Club will have to do here is aim to get a couple of early wickets, put Tracy Village under pressure. Ahmed stays with none on the wickets column. It just feels like the chase will get that much easier for Tracy Village. Tahir Abbas now steaming in. Oh, he's been sent back. He has to hurry. Directed and he's gone. Sent back. And that is top accuracy. Had no time to react. He had to go for the stumps. And the wicket that Pine Cricket Club was thirsting for comes via a run out. It's 8 for 1. Well, we saw this in the first innings as well. Bit of hesitation. Just being sent back there. Aditya Thakkar will be really disappointed that he couldn't get his innings off and running here. He'll have to depart courtesy of a run out. It's 8 for 1. It looked like it should have been a comfortable single. Just prodded that away. And as soon as they've sent back, look how far back he was. By then, it's far too late. Try and get there in time. A direct hit was needed, and a direct hit was produced. Not the start that they were looking for. That's the kind of moment that just gives Pine Cricket Club something to really build on. Arnav Bandari, Arnav Raina, Gagandeep, Hamish Reynolds want to come in next. It's been a brilliant over really from Tahir Abbas. Tracy Village not able to get going here. Fuller delivery, he's hit that straight down the ground. A good looking shot. Just a single. The Pine Cricket Club won't really be worried about those singles. The 2 overs gone. It's 10 for 1. Not the ideal start for Tracy Village, chasing down 124. They will know that. Keep that wickets column steady from their point of view, and the chase just might be slightly easy for them. Jake Gerrans now joined alongside Ian Worcester Bukes. Dishman's first over went for 5. That's in the end. It's taken straight to point. Oh, nightmare start really for Tracy Village. They've lost 2 in a hurry. Keith strikes. Bukes has to walk. It's 10 for 2. It was pitched up. It was far too much of an invitation to go after it. The point fielder with good pair of hands to complete a safe catch. And Tracy Village are teetering on the edge at 10 for 2. Well, 10 for 2. Chase not going according to plan so far. And with the dot balls now starting to pile up here, it just feels like Pine Cricket Club are just starting to wrestle the advantage away from Tracy Village. And having won the toss and electing to bat first, posted 123 from the 20 overs. Nice looking sweep shot there from Raina. It's got that into the gap. That will hurry. And it's got the legs. Can it go all the way for the boundary? It does. Good shot there from Raina. Talk about having that immediate impact. And now Raina just sweeps that off the pads. And a welcome boundary really for Tracy Village. Final delivery of the skipper's second over. Can he wrap up well here? Nice looking shot on the onside. It'll just be a dot ball to end the over. 3 overs has been one more delivery left. One was called a wide previously. Now to finish off. It's another watchful defense there. 3 overs gone. It's 15 for 2. The power play not going according to plan here for Tracy Village. Lost 2 wickets already. Halfway through the power play at 15 for 2. What Pine Cricket Club have done so well is to keep that pressure going. The early wickets certainly keeps them in the hunt. Ishman having no success with the bat, makes sure that he chips in with the ball. Oh, it's a good delivery. Does it get an edge? I think it has. It beats the keeper and it races away to the boundary. A touch of fortune attached to it. They won't mind. But goodness me, if that stuck, Tracy Village would have been in a real uncomfortable position. Brilliant bowling that. The pace on it makes it very, very difficult to quickly get to the pitch the ball as quickly as possible. There's a lovely carry attached as well. Shot through the offside. It's got that into the gap. Just be a single. And this partnership suddenly holds the key. Shot through the offside. He's got that into the gap. Takes that shot, opens the face of the blade, runs that down to third man. Third man will have to hurry. Should get two here, running at the danger end. Excellent running between the wickets. This partnership between Hirons and Raina does hold the key. Just past the halfway stage of the power play. Again, with that target not looking too overwhelming or overpowering for Tracy Village, they can afford to take their foot off, but have to make sure that the wickets column do not get out of hand. PINT Cricket Club had a very good start with the ball in hand here in the power play. We have known that they have had to be at their best here. They had to get the victory. Both sides looking for their first wins here. Round 4 of the Darwin Cricket Premier T20. Coming to you live from the DDCC Arena in Marara. Approaching the final. Thomas Hogan into the attack. Yukno had a decent time with the ball, bat in hand. Under 19 Australia international. Looking to try and spin a new web here. Fires that right on target, on the money. Jake Gerrans and Arav Raina will be playing. They don't have to be too conservative. Still have to make sure that the scoreboard keeps on ticking. Last thing that I want is their batsmen in at number 5, 6, and 7 to have that pressure to really hit out the park with pretty much every delivery. That's why this partnership does hold the key. Steady, yes, but they need to keep things moving. In both power plays, we have seen the bowling side be the ones on top. In the IPL these days, the game has very much become batsman first. But the Darwin Cricket Premier T20, the bowlers right on top here. Oh, he goes for the reverse straight to the fielder. Can you believe it? He has picked him out. Tracy Village have lost their third wicket. Gerrans has to depart. Hogan strikes. And they're 24 for 3 and teetering on an edge here. The power play once again being dominated by the bowling side. Tracy Village in trouble now at 24 for 3. Well, he went for the reverse and picked the fielder out. You'll be thinking many times as he walks back to the dugout. Could he have played a different type of shot? He will be disappointed, as you can see from his reaction there. Ajay Gerrans not able to make the impact on the scoreboard. And lobs a simple effort, really. Unmissable. Easy catch. Reynolds now on strike. Raina will have to steady the ship, which has been rocked with 3 wickets in the power play. The bowling side dominating proceedings. It's going to be a very, very tricky spell now for Tracy Village as he looks to run that down straight to the fielder. Dot ball. This is a magnificent over here from Thomas Hogan. Contributing with the bat and now with the ball. Lion-hearted performance from the Australian under-19 player. It's all been dot balls so far. Pressure really mounting now. Whittles gone, 24 for 3 as we approach the final over of the power play. Tracy Village finding themselves in a really, really tricky spot now. How they're going to manage the next 15 overs will be very interesting to see. Final over of the power play. Reina now on strike. Dot ball there's Hunter right on the money first up. Power play not going according to plan. Tracy Village having done a stellar job with the ball cannot replicate the efforts yet with the bat in hand. What Hunter's done really, really well here in the early stages has been he's been bang on the money in terms of his accuracy. Force the batsman to take the risk, play outside his shape, outside the box. Good delivery, worked on the onside, just a single. Slow delivery, and the hand comes off there. It's a single. Hunter's bowled a brilliant over. A bit of a misfield there. Can settle for 2. Have to make sure that they tighten up there. The ball might have gone all the way to the boundary as well. A sloppy fielding on that occasion. Yep, the boundary has been signalled. Should have been a dot ball, turns into 4, and some of the pressure finally relieved. Fuller deliveries worked that on the offside. He's got that into the gap, straight to the field at the cover region. Final delivery of the power play. Behind Cricket Club with a fantastic response with the ball in hand as Hunter looks to wrap up. Good delivery, beautifully bowled, just shapes away from it. 5 runs from that hander overs. The power play comes to the end as Tracy Village, after 6 overs, are 29 for 3. Hogan back into the attack after a magnificent first over, which resulted in a maiden wicket. I'm surprised that skipper Kiteshwaran gives the ball again. Go out there, give me another wicket, will be the message from the skipper. Hogan having a very good all-round display so far. Might be one of the candidates for the Man of the Match award if Pine Cricket Club can get their victory. It will be a victory they've waited a long, long time for, up until round number 4 of the Darwin Cricket Premier T20. Full delivery, full length dive. Has managed to evade the fielder. Should get that into the gap. And now that the fielding restrictions have been relaxed, players out there in the deep can get a lot more involved. These next 4 overs are going to be very, very crucial. Either that Tracy Village will have that foundation to go out and then chase this down, else just might be where Pine Cricket Club climb all over Tracy Village. 21 for 3 after 6.5 overs. Not the ideal start for a chase. This is a brilliant Hogan over again. He's been absolutely on the money, and being an opener and able to roll your arm as well. What a massive skill that is to have. Again, goes for the cut, beats the point fielder just for a single again. And Hogan's 2 overs, absolutely magnificent. Just the 3 runs conceded and the wicket. He has really had the hot hand here. Fully expect the skipper to go right back Thomas Hogan as quickly as possible and just make sure that the pressure builds up. Every good over compounds the pressure on Tracy Village. Delivery right on the money, straight back down. Stuck nicely on that occasion, but another single. Tracy Village, having lost wickets in regular occurrence, now finding it difficult to find the boundary rope. This carries on for our next couple of overs. Just feel like the game and the momentum will shift very much in favor of Pine Cricket Club. Fuller delivery, good one there, right into the lock hole on that occasion. That has been very tight and stingy. Very difficult here. Raina 12 of 18, Reynolds 4 of 6. Not ideal from both men, but knowing that they've already lost 3, have to make sure that they're throwing a careful line. Then this chipped into the air. It will land safely. One bounce to the fielder there. Bit of well stationed on that occasion, but yeah, there was a shot not in full control and keeping the batsman guessing. Soft hands, quick single. The boundaries have certainly dried up here. Final delivery of the Honda over. He's been superbly economical with the ball in hand. It's all about can he wrap up in a good manner here as he puts that into the offside. He's chipped that in the air. Will land safely again. It's a single to end the Honda over. 4 runs coming off at 8 gone. 37 for 3. Two overs remaining. Towards the halfway stage of this chase. It's going to get very, very uncomfortable if Tracy Village don't get a move on here. Another delivery into the block hole. It's punched down the ground. It's a single. Might rush for 2. They have to hurry. Stay with 1 here. 8 overs gone. 37 for 3. The Right Court Group, freight you can trust. Live stream powered by them. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody involved for supporting the Darwin Cricket Premier T20. Coming to you live from the DXC Arena in Marara. Round 4 now, coming to a close. Hogan back in the attack, gives him the dance and goes down the track. It's a good shot. Just one bounce. Straight to the fielder there, deep mid off. Hogan, who bowled 2 magnificent overs. I'm surprised that he's been brought back into the attack to pile on the pressure. 40 for 3. 84 remaining in 12. Unrequired run rate has now gone on to 7. That just shows you how well PINT Cricket Club have bowled here. Fires that onto the pads and he's worked that well. There was a chance, and if that sticks, oh, the pressure would have mounted there for Tracy Village. A huge let off. Thomas Hogan nearly picking up his second wicket. Great effort in the field though. Full length dive needed and nearly gets there. and Reynolds, who have put a premium on their wickets. They've taken out the risk element and making sure that keep that scoreboard moving while preserving this partnership. Fires that slightly straighter on that occasion. Hogan continues to be absolutely accurate here with his bowling. Fires that again. Good cut shot there from Reynolds. Got that into the gap. There are three players chasing after it. They all might be powerless to stop it. It just stops short of the ropes. 2 runs completed. As we're approaching the final phase of this Hogan over. Continues to be excellent there to round off the end of the ninth. Another successful over from Pine Cricket Club's point of view. 9 gone, 46 for 3. As we approach the halfway stage, it's going to be a crucial over this coming up. Looks like Handa will be back in the attack. They look to keep the clamps on them here. Another delivery fired right towards the stumps. Just be a single. Still dealing in just singles here. Well, that was some shot, really. He picks it up early and he deposits that for a maximum. There was almost no look from it. That is some way to bring up the 50. Tracy Village have lost 3 wickets, but now just might feel like they have got something going here. This partnership starting to build. Both Raina and Reynolds in double digits. Reynolds scoring at over 100 strike rate. Raina being a lot more deliberate and making sure that he gives some good company at the other end. This partnership certainly holds the key for Tracy Village. 4 deliveries left in this over. And Handa no ball proving out to be very costly with the free hit. Reynolds taking full advantage of it. Needing a big shot to really release some of the pressure. Takes the pace off on that occasion. Reynolds will just gently dab that on the offside for a single. 53 for 3 now. 81 the target. 71 rather. 71 of 10 overs. Very much doable. Required run rate from 6 has got to 7, which just shows you how well Pine Cricket Club have been with the ball in hand there as it goes straight back to the bowler. That was a half chance, really. Takes that slightly shorter, just punches that down the ground and just get a single. Nicely bowled again on the occasion. Slow delivery takes the pace off as we approach the halfway stage of the chase. Pine Cricket Club have done magnificently well to pull this back. This could be a very, very exciting end to the contest. Tracy Cricket Club, 10 overs gone, 52 for 3. Big shots needed here for Tracy Village. That required run rate creeping up here. 60 required in the 12. After 12, have to hurry here. Sent back quickly and makes his ground quite comfortably in the end. 12 overs gone. 65 for 3. National Security and Facilities Management lending their support to the Darwin Cricket Premier T20. It's a good signing over. Just singles attached to it. 59 from 7 overs. Just feels like the bowling side, they can break this partnership. They'll feel that they're in pole position to get their first victory here. All to play for here. Finally poised in the last 8 overs. Which one of these two sides will look to just take that initiative here? This partnership has been building very nicely. Rana 20 of 28, Reynolds 25 of 26. That required run rate now. Over 8 and over. Skithishwaran back into the attack to finish his final quarter of the overs. 3 overs, 1 for 13 for the skipper. He fires one right towards off stump first up. Tosses that up, looks to just hammer that straight back down to the ground, straight to the fielder. And Kitishwaran starting off with a couple of dot balls here. The pressure will be ramped up with every single dot ball that is being employed here. Brilliant delivery. Rana deciding to take a very conservative approach. Will that backfire on the batting side here? 65 for 3. Still 59 required. It's going to be a fight to the finish. Just club that down the ground. Good looking shot there from him. Just a single. Ishwaran has certainly tightened things up at his bowling here. Just the 1 run given. It's been a very, very good over this from the skipper. Not contributed with the bat, getting dismissed in the second delivery. Has come out firing, leading the attack with the ball. Getting that early wicket that they needed from there. A very good quarter of his 4 overs. Looks to cuts well into the gap. 3 players again converge towards the ball. Ball won't win the race. That's very good fielding there. Wins the boundary. Just a couple of runs. They ran 3 on that occasion. Outstanding run in between the wickets there from Rana and Reynolds. Again, the risk element completely being taken out here on this occasion by these 2 batsmen. To play everything along the ground, preserve their wickets, and look to really attack in the final 5. It's another brilliant over to finish off Ishwaran's quota of 4 overs. 4 overs, 1 for 18 for the skipper, 13 gone, 69 for 3. Saini back into the attack after conceding 7 in his first over. Reynolds now on strike. To go straight down the ground on that occasion. Another quick single. Might look to hurry for the second, but decides to stick to 1. 70 now on the board. 54 runs. Those 54 runs, every single will count. Tricky conditions really for the batsmen. With the floodlights beaming down at the DXC Arena in Marara. Good looking cover drive, but again, it'll just result in a single. They're dealing in singles, but the rotation of strike is very good, keeping both batsmen very much invested here. This partnership, both players contributing to 50 of the 70 runs, 51 between the pair of the 71 on the board. Fires that ball, he hits that with some power. Again, might be just restricted to a single here and rightfully set back. The last thing they can afford at this moment is to lose a wicket here. Rana and Reynolds will have to carry them till the end. Still waiting for one of these two batsmen to just hit a couple of power shots to release some of that pressure. He's punched that straight down the ground. Another single. Don't mind these singles again. This is set up for a grandstand finish, really. Small total can often be deceptive, really, for the chasing side. Thinking that could be light work, but having gotten off to a rough start, Tracy Village have done very well to steady the ship. Flipped away on the onside. They've hurried for the single. They've completed quite comfortably. The running between the wickets, between the pair, remains to be at a high level. Continue to rotate the strike. And they've completely taken out the risk element, dealing in singles. 50 now required. 6 overs. What's that? For a dot ball to end the over. 5 off the Saini over. 14 gone at 74 for 3. 6 overs remaining. 50 required for Tracy Village to get their first victory of the Darwin Cricket Premier T20. Bowling side have certainly shown a very high level of fight. And with 6 overs remaining, almost feels like at some point Tracy Village batsmen have settled in nicely. 66 deliveries between the pair. Required run rate though, 8.33 and over. Need to find boundaries in each over. They cannot keep dealing in singles. Next couple of overs will set up the chase perfectly here. And if PINT Cricket Club can break this partnership, they'll feel they've got one hand possibly on this victory as Thomas Hogan back into the attack. His 3 overs, absolutely sensational. Just the 10 runs and the 1 wicket. Australia under 19 international. Valuable cameo with the bat. Now with the ball, putting in a stupendous all-round performance. Hasn't been easy out there for the batsman. Ball isn't coming to the bat. As crisply as there's a chance there for the stump, and he has to take it. What a massive moment in the match. Hogan fires that one a touch quicker. Too swift there for the keeper. Huge let off there. Rana would have had his heart in his mouth temporarily, but happy to see the keeper spill. Another half tracker. He's pulled that away into the gap. Another single here. Continue to deal in singles. Hogan continues to be absolutely accurate here with his bowling. Fires that again. He's hammered that through the offside. He's got that into the gap. Still won't get the boundary that they're looking for. A bit of a misfield and will complete the second quite comfortably. As we approach the final 5, we'll set up for a grandstand finish. Beautiful delivery. Very well bowled. Hogan on track to finish his 4 overs with brilliant stats, really. 1 for 14 as he looks to sign off with the ball on the money. Just be a single. They should try and prevent the two here. Again, the running between the wickets is at a very high level, and they do get the two to finish the over. 6 runs from the Hogan over as 4 overs, 1 for 16 for Hogan. 15 gone, it's 18 for 3. My club tab, DDC Fantasy Team Builder, providing support to the Darwin Cricket Premier T20. 44 from 5 overs. Just under 9 and over now. That required run rate keeps on creeping up with every over. It's been a magnificent bowling effort from PINT Cricket Club. Not having the joy with the bat, but with the ball in hand, they've been fantastic. "44 from 5 overs. Equation simple, and with 7 wickets in hand, these two set batsmen can certainly take them to safe waters. They've bided their time, they've waited, they've played some very safe cricket in the middle overs, and now into the final 5. Wait and see how their approach changes or remains the same. Saini back into the attack. First ball. Oh, he's cleaned him! He's bowled him! How about that? The partnership has been broken in the final 5. And these two players having done so well to get to this stage. With the final 5 to attack at the very first delivery, Saini strikes and he gets the all-important wicket to break this partnership, and it's 80 for 4. It's the quicker delivery that completely catches Raina by surprise. Did not have enough time to really respond, and he bowls him over. Beautiful delivery that. It's you miss, I hit. And after a good innings there from Raina, 24 of 38 deliveries, he has to walk. Now, new batsman coming in is exactly what PINT Cricket Club wanted here in the final 5. Latardin out there in the middle, alongside Reynolds, now need to make a partnership. Saini again on the money, brilliant delivery. It just feels that Tracy Village might have just lost their way. The gamble to try and attack the final 5, and that any loss of wicket would make things even more difficult with the chase. And Saini on the money, he just pushes that straight back down. Should get 2 here if they hurry. Decide to stick to 1. Continue to deal in singles here. Having to go just under 9 and over in the final 5. This over went as badly as they could have expected it to be. It's another brilliant over there, and he has to walk. Attard goes without having troubling the scoring, and the wobble is now turning into a collapse here. 5 losses of wickets for Tracy Village. finding themselves in a really, really tough spot now. Attard has to walk without troubling the scoring. It's 82 for 5. And is that the wicket that Pine Cricket Club was thirsting for? 2 wickets in the over. And now Tracy Village finding themselves at a very tough spot here. The skipper has to come out in the middle and give some support to Reynolds. This Saini over is absolutely top class in the context of the situation. Again, right on the money. No chance there for Attard. As we approach the final 4 now, target seems almost unassailable at this moment. 42 required. Still have one more delivery to wrap up the 16th. That required run rate now will creep to over 11 and over. Pine Cricket Club very much in the driver's seat now, with Rajan, the skipper, now out there in the middle at number 7. Reynolds is still the man in form. He's the one who needs to farm as much of the strike as possible. But Rajan might look to go for the big shot here. That approach to be very conservative in the middle overs, now coming back to haunt Tracy Village. Game between 6th and 7th, going right down to the wire here. That single is a curious decision which will keep Varadarajan on strike. That magnificent Saini over yielding 2 wickets. It's 16 overs gone. It's 83 for 5. National Securities and Facilities Management, we'd like to thank them once again for their continued support of the Darwin Cricket. 41 now required of 4 overs. Simply put, boundaries and sixes is what Tracy Village will have to deal with here. They'll have to find a couple in each over, else the chase, which looked very much doable at a point, will slip through their fingers. Pine Cricket Club have waited a long time for their first victory in this season's Darwin Cricket Premier T20 game. To round number 4, almost felt that Tracy Village should have the chase down on lock after a very good bowling performance. Gillespie now back into the attack, moving his first over in the 17th. Good first delivery that. Jackson Gillespie. Four overs remaining. How do they go about their business now? Vadrajan. Absolutely imperative that he hands the strike to the set batsman at the other end. Reynolds 37 of 35. Jackson Gillespie again right on the money, looks to carve that open, going for a quick single, has to stop there. Dot balls to begin the over with. Pressure will be cranked up. Just feels like they have not got the tactics right here with the chase. Rana and Reynolds possibly taking far too many balls to get set out there in the middle. It's a single, but more importantly, it brings Reynolds on strike. 40 now required. Gillespie's got the set batsman out there in the middle. Now on strike. Reynolds, simply put, needs to attack the final 3 deliveries. He needs to find boundaries here. Massive couple of deliveries coming up here. Jackson Gillespie, he's got that in the air. This one travels, his head drops immediately. This could be the match if he takes the catch. Can he complete it? He can't. It lands safely. That's a huge let off there. The ball just hurried on. Reynolds on that occasion. He'll get two and he'll keep strike. Could have very easily been the match there. But Reynolds still at the end. Still a bit of hope here for Tracy Village. Two deliveries left in what has been a brilliant over from Gillespie. Bowling his first over in a clutch situation, and he's been very much on it. Pulled away along the ground for a single. Keep Varadarajan on strike here. The skipper needs to chase after this delivery, as simple as that. Reynolds 40 of 37. Only half the runs scored by the left-hander. Gillespie over has just yielded 4 runs now. Final delivery of the 17th now. Tracy Village will have to go gung-ho in the final 3. It's as simple as that. For it, and he's cleaned him over. Gillespie strikes. The skipper has to walk, and that just might be that. Pine Cricket Club have dominated the last couple of overs, and they're very close to picking up their very first victory of the Darwin Cricket Premier T20. Varadarajan has to go for 2. Jackson Gillespie on the money on that occasion as he wraps up his final delivery with an all-important wicket. It's 87 for 6 now, as that batting card is not a pretty sight, that's for sure. Arnav Raina tried his very best to give some sort of support. As they were approaching the final 5 overs, it's all gone haywire. 17 gone, it's 87 for 6. Well, 37 now required in the final 3. It's almost safe to say that the match is very much in Pine Cricket Club's hands here. A loss to Darwin, a loss to the Varatha Warriors. And now 3 overs away from the all-important victory against Tracy Village, which will take them away from the bottom of the pile. Round number 4 is where Pine Cricket Club might have finally found their rhythms. Reynolds at the other end, 12 and over needed, simply has to go gung-ho here. He cannot deal with singles anymore. He needs to farm the strike as much as possible and go after the batsman. Wherever the ball is, he has to go for it. Handa bowling his final over, none for 21 from his 3. Slower delivery, goes big. This time it's a good looking shot by Reynolds, but straight to the fielder there, deep mid wicket. Just a single. Oh, I think the catch was taken, Yes, it was. Oh, can you believe it? Reynolds will have to depart, and that was the wicket that they were thirsting for. Reynolds, who played an excellent innings. It looked like it might not have carried. It is an outstanding catch by the looks of it. And I think that will be that in terms of Tracy Village's resistance being broken here. Reynolds, who was showing so much patience, finds himself walking after 40 of 37 deliveries. The 124 target proving far too much for Tracy Village. And it looked like they might end up at a score sub 100, which is absolutely soul crushing from Tracy Village's point of view. A win would have taken them, really propelled them up the table. Instead, it's going to be Pine Cricket Club, unless we see something absolutely out of the ordinary, take the points here today. It's gone straight down the ground. It's another single. With Reynolds going. Amish Reynolds, 40 of 38. We need Sidhu and Gagandeep now. Somehow, it just feels almost impossible at this stage now. 88 on the board. The target now looking so far out of sight. Can they keep dealing in singles? Under looking to wrap up his over here. He's asked a question. I think he'll just get a single. Takes them to 90. 34 still required as we approach the final two. This one is absolutely done and dusted now with the number 9 and number 8 and number 9 out there in the middle now. Sidhu and Gagandeep left with the impossible task, scoring 34 with nearly 2 overs remaining here. It's a good delivery. He's hit that through the offside. It'll just be a single to end the Honda over. He wraps his 4 overs up, 1 for 21. It's a brilliant effort from him. 18 overs gone. It's 91 for 7. Whittles, better communities, the Whittles way. Professional body corporate management services supporting the Darwin Cricket Premier T20. That's the DXC Arena in Marara. Now, absolutely pitch dark outside. The floodlights beaming down. This is a wonderful setting, really. Picturesque, really. As Pine Cricket Club are 2 overs away. It's all about this over, really. 33 required from 2. They can bring this down. Won't be ideal, but Tracy Village will feel that they just lost their way in the chase. Having to go at just over 6 and over. Never really got going. Wickets in the power play meant that they had to amend their style of play, having to be a lot more conservative in the middle overs. Did not pay dividends. There's a clever looking shot there from Sidhu. He's got that into the gap. It's in the air and it lands straight to the fielder. Sidhu will have to walk. Tracy Village lose their 8th. And now it's all but over. It's 91 for 8. But Sidhu having to do something out of the ordinary, but couldn't really get that anywhere past the fielder. Decent looking shot there, but straight down the barrel of deep square leg. Was positioned exactly for that shot and completes a simple catch. Not easy under the floodlights, but the catching has been excellent from Pine Cricket Club, and they're now just 2 wickets away. Well, the number 10 comes out to the middle. Tearing down the barrel in an almost unwinnable position right now. Tracy Village must be wondering how this chase got out of their hands here. The top three not getting the runs. Arnav Rana and Hamish Reynolds trying their very best to try and settle the ship. Their efforts going down in vain as it stands. Gillespie's first over was brilliant. No surprise that he's back into the attack here. Striking with his very first delivery of his second. Oh, good looking shot there. He just carves that open through the offside. It's just another single though. 92 on the board. Pine Cricket Club, 2 wickets away now. Bowling! Gillespie strikes again. It's been you miss, I hit throughout the evening. Jackson Gillespie, he has been on the money since the captain trusted him with the ball towards the back end, and he has repaid that favor and then some. Another wicket goes tumbling for Tracy Village, and they're well past teetering over the edge. Their resistance has been broken. Pine Cricket Club can start celebrating their first victory of this season's Darwin Cricket Premier T20. It took them up until round 4, but they have finally got that done. Tracy Village, that batting card is not a sight for sore eyes. Only Arnav Raina and Hamish Reynolds getting into double digits. And with the score of 124 to chase, they've made hard work of it. And you look at Jackson Gillespie with the ball in hand, he has been a cheat code, really. 3 wickets, just the 5 runs conceded. Almost feels like we started bowling early on. Chase could have been wrapped up even earlier here. Well, the number 11 walks out here. Bandari in a situation where he can't really help his team out. It looks like Tracy Village might end up with a score sub 100, having to chase down 124. Not ideal going forward. Tracy Village will know they'll have to play better. Again, good delivery there from Jackson Gillespie. They're looking for 2. Again, these 2 runs just takes the scoreboard along to 94 now. Almost like Tracy Village want to get to that 100-run mark. Gillespie, I'm sure, will be looking to attack the stumps. Jackson Gillespie, right towards the end, has certainly made a case for the man of the match award here. Almost felt like Hogan had that wrapped up, but Jackson Gillespie, with this phenomenal bowling effort, looking to wrap up his penultimate over. It's chipped in the air, he'll just get a single. Might look even to run 2 here. They stick to a single here. 19 gone, it's 95 for 9. The Rycord Group, freight you can trust. Live stream powered by the Rycord Group. Fantastic to see the support being extended to the Darwin Cricket Premier T20 League. Pine Cricket Club, having won the toss and electing to bat first, managed to post up a score of 123 for the loss of 6 wickets in their 20 overs. It looked like Tracy Village would have enough in the tank to chase this down. It went pear-shaped from the get-go. The power play did not go according to plan. And from there, Pine Cricket Club took complete control. It's the middle overs. That was certainly the interesting tactic there from Reynolds and Raina, which they were dealing with in singles, keeping the last 5 overs, making sure that they stayed till the end. But the very first delivery of the 16th, Raina had to go, and Reynolds departed an over later and pretty much killed off their resistance. Tucker getting the final over with the game all but wrapped up. 29 required for Tracy Village. Everything needs to go to the boundary here. Goes for the big swing and a miss, and that is that. You can see the muted celebrations there from Pine Cricket Club, and if every delivery is legal from here, the victory will be confirmed. Tucker has been accurate so far. Needs to make sure that his foot stays on the line. From there, Pine Cricket Club can claim the points here today. How about that? 3-dot balls. Dari looking to free his arms and go after this one. Pretty much nothing to lose here for Dari. Tucker has been on the money. And he's just pushed that for a single. Brings Butter on strike now. Andy Butter. 96 for 9. Tracy Village just somehow find their scoreline past the 100 mark, but it looks like it might not be the case. It's a brilliant delivery again from Tucker. Right on the money. Just the 1 run in the final over so far. Absolutely brilliant performance from Pine Cricket Club. Their patience being rewarded as they will wrap it up and get their first victory of the Darwin Cricket Premier T20 League here at the Marara DXC Arena. Having won the toss and electing to bat first, posted up a score of 123 for 6. And Tracy Village, being after their 20 overs, could only muster 96 runs on the board. Pine Cricket Club win by 27 runs and get their first victory in round 4 of Darwin Cricket Premier T20 as the action concludes here at the DXC Arena in Marara. Commiserations to Tracy Village, who are still searching for their first victory, and congratulations to Pine Cricket Club, who climb out of the bottom after their victory against Tracy Village here. Well, this is me, Suraj, who's been your commentator for this game. It's been an absolute blast, an absolute pleasure calling the contest here today, as Tracy Village will have to go back to the drawing board with Pine Cricket Club celebrating here today.